Alright guys, we made it to the end. Day number 10 of the 10 disaster planning essentials for small businesses. Anybody can guess what number 10 is? I'll give you some hints, or maybe I won't. Alright, number 10 is test, test, test. So we've covered 9 critical pieces you need to have for your disaster planning essential. But the most important piece of them is testing. A lot of times we set up systems, we configure systems, but they're not fully tested, only to find out as a big and a bad surprise during an emergency or disaster that it hasn't worked. You want to make sure you test everything regularly, not just once. Depending on your size of organization, it could be quarterly, monthly, yearly, twice a year. But you have to test. The last thing you want to find out during an emergency, disaster, any kind of a critical event is that something's not working. There's another thing that's called tabletop exercises. We strongly recommend it. Might not be sufficient for small businesses, but if you're able to, I definitely encourage you. Tabletop exercise is basically like role playing. So you get your leadership team together, whoever is really part of the disaster recovery or business continuity plan. Part of those plans, there's sections, people are responsible for different various things. You get those people together in a room and you role play. Today we're dealing with an earthquake. The building has collapsed. What do we do? Who's responsible? Who's calling who? Who's doing what? Practice as much as possible. Practice makes it perfect. That's why, again, law enforcement, paramedics, all of the firefighters, all of the first line workers, they constantly test and practice, right? Same thing with soldiers, right? If you put me in the middle of a war right now, I'll be dead in 30 seconds. I am not prepared for it. I don't have any practice. I don't have any skills. That's where practice makes it perfect. That's why soldiers go through a boot camp, 90 days, constant practice. And past that, regular practices, so that when a scenario or situation presents itself, you don't have to think, you don't have to freeze, you just react based on the training. You want to be able to function the same way within your business, so make sure whatever happens, you're prepared for it and you practice. Practice makes it perfect, right? What's the saying goes? It's better to bleed in training than the battlefield. Something I forget how it goes exactly, but you guys get the point. Practice. When something does happen, you'll be prepared, you'll come out like a winner outside of that. If you need help with any of these 10 topics that we discussed or anything else as far as AT or cybersecurity for your organization, please reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to consult you in any way and help you in any way we can. My personal mission is to help a million businesses. I'm Igor Pichevsky, CEO and founder of ITfirm.com. My contact information is below. There's links to various documents that we discussed in this 10-part series, including the couple of templates for disaster recovery plan, business continuity plan, different checklists for your documentations that you want to have in place, and a lot of useful things like that. Again, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next series.